Second first breath.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay? You probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Welcome back. Hope the first video didn't scare you away. Definitely pretty intense there at the end. So, Susan Ashworth, can't remember, ignore. Huh. I'll just say Susan.
Hi, Susan. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine and there's no permanent damage of any sort. We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Susan. Yeah? Please, don't try to speak. What did you say? Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
Oh.
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
That must suck.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place.
Stupid job, huh?
Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you've done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
I know she's coming from a good place, but there are some things she shouldn't have said. Woo, we're hallucinating.
Bad dream?
Are nurses allowed to sit on the bed like that? No, just a dream like any other, or yeah, a bad one, or just ignore. I'm gonna say a really bad one.
Yeah, a really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I guess I shouldn't have woken you up. What was it about?
I was burnt alive. I can't remember. It's none of your business. I don't really want to give her any details, so I'm going to say I can't remember.
It's just like that sometimes, isn't it? You just have this weird emptiness in your head. The harder you try to remember, the worse it gets. Maybe it's better, though. Try to remember the good things, Susan. Forget the bad ones. At least for now. I get nightmares, too. I get them, and I can't wake up. Or sometimes I dream that I'm falling. Those are strange dreams. Because I think I like them. I keep falling, but I never fall, if you know what I mean. Never hit the ground. Never.
What was your name again? What happened to me?
What
What happened
to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then...
All of a sudden, I was in a field of barley, or I woke up here and saw you. Now, do I want to tell her the truth, or... I'm gonna tell her the...
I woke up
No.
here, and I saw you. Can you now tell me who found me, and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter?
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry. How long have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit, where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
When will they let me go?
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Yeah, but that, don't trust him. Tell me more.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
I don't think you
What
should.
are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again.
You sure she
Now,
left?
why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure. But it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills.
Did you see the daughter?
Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you, but then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Maybe.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
I want to sleep.
I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up. Right?
See, that's why I didn't tell her anything, because the doctor could have got it out of her.
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan. This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
He was a great dad. He was not a good father. I was brought up without a father.
Yeah, I had a great dad. I have very fond memories of my father. He was always there for me, no matter what I did. He never got angry or upset. I suppose I never really gave him any reasons to be. I was a good child. Not perfect. But then again, no one's perfect. Whatever made me try to kill myself, it definitely has nothing to do with him.
Where is he now?
He died 6 years ago. Cancer.
Do you miss him?
Of course I miss him. How can you even ask me that?
It's my job to ask these questions, Susan. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
Wonderful mom, horrible. I lost her when I was still a child. Let's go with the perfect family.
I can't complain. My mum was great. She brought me up well. Me and her, we were like best friends, like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer, it was too much for her. He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
Alright, well, let's see what's in our inventory. It's a clip-on hospital wristband. It's got my name, date of birth, and hospital number on it. There's no one I can give it to. How can this help me escape this horrible place? It can't. Don't do that. Just looking at this pillow makes me wonder how many people have died with their heads on it. I'm sure it's been washed many times since then, but it still sends a chill down my spine. Come to think of it, I nearly died here myself. Wait, I did die for a moment, didn't I? Nothing interesting. I figured. Oh, let's look at the clock. The needles are stuck at 10:08. It's probably broken, or maybe it just needs new batteries. Full latex gloves, 3 different sizes. Take a lot of gloves. Bunch of rubber gloves. They're quite heavy, actually. I have no idea how to use them here. The sink. Turn cold water on. Turn tap off. I don't know what to do with that yet. It's a list of drugs for patient in side room 2. I guess that's me then. I'm on a lot of sedatives, it appears. The stuff they're giving me could knock out a horse. And give it a headache for a week too. It could also give hallucinations and paranoia. How bizarre. Why would they want to give me all that? I'm not crazy, and I know that for sure. If anyone's crazy here, it's someone who put me on all these medications for no good medical reason. Bunch of chrysanthemums. I hate flowers. Take. No way I'm taking them. I don't like flowers, especially chrysanthemums. I don't like flowers. I really don't care what they smell like. Okay. Okie dokie. Now, why would I lie on this bed? I'm not sleeping in someone else's bed. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Dirty looking pillow. What's under it? Nothing under. Okay. Well. According to this, her name is Ann Burton, 35 years of age. She's taking a lot of sedatives and has a long history of drug abuse. It seems that on top of it all, she's taking methadone for heroin withdrawal syndrome. At the bottom of the page, there's a note saying she's actually a private patient who's staying here out of her own free will. Lucky lady. I guess it won't be so easy for me to leave the ward. Hey, what up? I'm gonna talk to the nurse. I bet she thinks those red-rimmed glasses make her look attractive. I know her kind all too well, completely dedicated to her job, yet totally brainless and closed-minded. Is Liz here?
Is Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here last night. Black hair, very chatty. She said her name was Liz.
I'm sorry. A lot of people come through here. I can't remember everyone's name. Can you return to your bed now, please?
No.
It's nearly time for your medication.
Screw
I
you.
can't be chasing around after every single patient.
Beg your pardon?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
Screw you. It's a discharge letter for Ann Burton, currently a patient in Side Room 1. Seems she has admitted herself into the hospital and is allowed to leave whenever she wishes.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't leave them out on the desk for everyone to see.
If you are looking for something to read, we have some magazines for patients here.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass.
Excuse me, where's the exit?
Excuse me, where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Some of our patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
I'll come back later.
Please do, Mum. We'll be right here.
Oh, I'm sure you will be. Patient files. They are piled on the desk. Take it!
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
I was only going to tidy up.
I'm sorry, are you one of the housekeepers? Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic?
Oh boy. We need to get her out. This must be the patient from side room 2. Gosh, doesn't she look confused? Another suicidal patient. Strange. She looks like someone I know. But who?
Hi, are you alright? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, I mean you no harm. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger. And you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look after me so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I missed her so much. I can't remember you very well. But you should know this. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Oh.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh, well...
What is my mother's name?
I don't know. Joan, Mary, Elizabeth, Mandy, Sarah, Alice. I don't know. Ann Burton. But that's her name. She'd be confused if I said that. What happens if I say her name?
Ann Burton.
No, that's my name. You don't know my mother, you little liar. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Guess we're going in. Okay. It looks like it hasn't been emptied for a while. There are lots of discarded medication pots in there, among other gross stuff. I'll take one of these medication pots. Please stop writing messages on the mirror. While we are currently experiencing difficulties maintaining high level of cleanliness due to sudden absence of our cleaning staff, we ask all patients to be considerate and help us keep the ward tidy. I can't look at myself. The mirror is cracked. A large shard of glass is lying on the side. Oh. Take it. If they find it on me, they'll think I'm a complete psycho. But it might be useful, too. I'll risk it. Oh, boy. It's rather filthy. Open. Use? I've dying for a wee ever since I woke up. Well, we're paying. Well, at least we paid. Can I wash my hands? No. Wait. Hold on. Ah, dang it. Disposable medication pot for pills and liquids. It's a very sharp piece of glass from the broken mirror. And I'm gonna save it here just in case. I'm gonna Okay. I was thinking, well, could I put the medication pot in the sink and make the sink overflow? But close the lid. Okay. Flush. It's rather filthy. Nothing else?
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
The toilet's blocked.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute. It's the gloves. Again! Guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
Well, see ya. Oh. See ya. Take it. Take it. This is my ticket out of here. Unfortunately, it's on Anne Burton's name. I have to somehow trick those guards into thinking I am Anne. We do actually look quite similar.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second. Sarah.
No.
Is it going to be one of those, it's not actually on the list and you have to see something? Yeah, it's definitely one of those. I don't know if I'm going to need gloves again. But I took them anyway.
Sorry, Ma'am, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
I knew it.
Oh, right. Name band. I think I left it in my room. I'll go and get it, shall I?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okie dokie.
It wasn't you who did it, was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone just stuck a bunch of... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's sorted now. I just hope it's the last time I've put my hands in that stinking toilet.
Yeah, that must be very frustrating. what do I do? Oh, what the heck? I was just looking at my phone for a bit and this happened. Well, obviously it says lie. That's kinda weird. Wait. I thought something was different. Wait. No, maybe I'm just imagining it.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I wanted to remind you that I'm ready to go home. I pressed it by mistake. I wanted to see how long it takes you to answer the bell. Feeling a bit woozy.
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine, I'll call the doctor for you. But I can't help it if he's busy and can't get here straight away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? Mind your own business. I'll have your name so I can make a big fat complaint. Oh. Why can I say Ann Burton?
Susan Ashworth, 24th of May, 1970.
I'm just going to check your name band now to confirm that. That's fine. That's fine. I'd like you to drink this liquid, please. It will help you relax. It will help you relax.
Are you insane? I'm not taking any medication. I'm not ill.
Okay, we are prepared for this. Jim, can you come in, please?
Oi!
You must be kidding me.
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm going to give you an injection. You'll feel a sharp scratch. Hold it for me, would you?
Scratch. Wonderful.
Now, go back to your room and rest.
Screw you.
You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
No. Sheila. Yeah, it is one of those things. I bet that's what happened to her. Because look at how I'm walking. I'm walking exactly how that other woman was. Oh. Okay. This is where I'm staying. Hopefully not much longer. Narcotic heart. So hard to concentrate. Is this thing filled with drugs? Can't go there. Oh, I can use it. Red liquid is gushing out. I'll fill it with drugs. I feel like we stabbed someone. What is it exactly, and how did I get it? It's all a bit blurry. I can't really remember much. I wonder if I give this to Anne. Let's just... Oh, right. Enter. Okie dokie. Lie down. I look really weird. Okie dokie.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Okay. I think this has gone on long enough, so I'm going to end it here. I was hoping to get through this chapter, or at least get out of the hospital in this video, but that's obviously not going to be possible. So, I hope you're enjoying so far, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!